giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom Newsleaders.
And welcome to Newsleaders. Glad you could join us today. I'm James Mauser, your host, and this lady right over here across the studio from me, she is with Access Arts, and this is Shawna Johnson. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been a while since I've seen you. In fact, it was way before the pandemic started.
Yes, which feels like years ago.
I know, and so much has changed. And everybody who comes in here has their story, their COVID story, how they're dealing with it, because, everyone's had to change everything.
Of course.
And it's amazing what people come up with. So you're doing that, of course, with Access Arts because, you were a place where you did art for all ages, right?
Right. Yeah, and we still are, but yes, in very different ways. Yes,
Yeah.
we've had to pivot like everyone else. We had to rearrange our classrooms for social distancing, limit the number of students, lots of, hand washing built into the curriculum for the kids.
So you didn't have to go to where nobody could attend? Or was that?
Not, well, when we were locked down,
yeah.
back in April or whatever, obviously we did. But as we've resumed slowly, some of our classes still are not happening because there's really no way to social distance. But the ones that we can safely do, we've resumed with limited enrollment. Yeah.
Okay. So people coming still.
Yes.
And then you've gone to online stuff like everybody else has.
Yes, which was a learning curve for most of us. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of virtual workshops, and we've got a lot happening this month. Because we feel like as winter sets in, people are going to want more of those distractions or things to do to lift their spirits. And also with the holidays, some of our workshops are holiday themed, things that you could give for gifts. So yeah, we've got some fun stuff planned for this month.
Are you streaming or do people watch videos that have already been produced?
We do some of both. So for our virtual workshops that we're doing this month, they're going to be Zoom. So people would register in advance and then we will send them the link. But then we've also got some fun live stream things happening in our kids class this month, which like everything else this year, it's like we don't know what it's going to be like, but we're going to try it. We're going to, we have an all-day kids camp on Wednesdays since CPS has no structured curriculum for most kiddos that day. We have an in-person day camp from 8 to 5:30 every day. And they can come and make art, and if they have school, homework, they bring their tablets, and they could do that kind of stuff too. But so we're going to live stream a little project where the kids are making stuff. The instructor obviously is instructing them, but she will also be instructing the people at home to make along with the kids. And so some of our regular kiddos are very camera comfortable. They love seeing themselves on screen. So I'm thinking they're going to be hamming it up and just looking at the camera instead of doing their project. But, we're going to try it.
That'll be worth seeing when they're, in their 20s and 30s. Yes.
Oh, yes. So we'll have it all, saved and yeah.
I've never done a Zoom or anything like that. So I assume that takes a special talent to be able to be on the other end and giving the demonstration as well as trying to do it at the same time.
Yes, it's really tricky with art because, you want to be able to see the person, but then you also want to see what they're making, right? So if you're like, for instance, doing a drawing, it's a two-dimensional thing at a different angle, and you can't constantly be holding up and, drawing like this. So there were some technical challenges, we had to work out, having a document camera and different angles and yeah,
Stuff
but we
you
did
never
it.
even thought you'd be tackling, right?
Yes, it was always one of those things like, yeah, it'd be great if we could do some things like that, but 2020 made it okay, we got to do it now situation. So, but we've learned a lot, and it's been really fun to connect with people in a new way. I think we've been able to reach new people and help
Sure.
people in a way that we couldn't before.
So
that's
how can
nice.
people help Access Arts?
It's December, so it's, giving season. We'd love it if people could give cash donations. We have a campaign on our website if they want to donate online, or they can send in checks. I will mention, for those who maybe feel a special connection to veterans, all of our virtual workshops this month are free for veterans. So if any of our viewers are veterans themselves, or if they know someone, we'd love to have them join us for a painting workshop, or let's see, we have felted ornaments. We've got some different things going on. So they can join in and make something, or obviously, back to your question, if people would like to support that program, we'd really appreciate it. Our annual funding from the state got, about half of it got rescinded to go to COVID emergency relief, which of course is priority and very, very needed. But yeah, we really have to find some other funding sources. So if anyone's able to give, we'd certainly appreciate it.
Okay, phone number is 875-0275, or check it all out at schoolofservice.org and look for Shawna Johnson, who is the Executive Director for Access Arts. Thank you, Shawna.
Thank you so much.
Happy holidays to you.
You too.
And we'll see you in 2021.
Can't wait.